Hey, what's going on, everybody? Big Country here. Welcome back to Country Living, and welcome to my brand new series called Country Mixin. This is my brand new DIY series. This is going to be my Wednesday show. I am replacing my flavor spotlight series that I had been doing for a while, which I haven't had one in a couple weeks because I haven't came across a flavor that just blew my mind. But since I'm leaning towards the DIY part, I'm not going to be buying much store-made products anymore, so I figured I would just replace that series altogether with this new mixing series called Country Mixin. Haven't got my vape mat set up yet, but I got the design almost finalized, and I'm going to send it off and I'm going to buy one. But anyway, today is a recipe that I came up with, a nice breakfast vape. I made a flavor description for this flavor. It's on ELR. I'm a pretty good writer. I sound like a professional. Listen to this. This is a wonderful breakfast crepe smothered in creamy strawberries and topped with crumbled hazelnuts, drizzled with sweet maple syrup. Such a great start to any day. And that is called Crepe Escape. You know, up until now, I've been mostly in just the fruits and the creams and the custards and the sweetness. And I mean, I still love sweet vapes, and this is a sweet vape as well. It's just I've been more into the creams and custards and cheesecake type deals, right? Now, it's funny that I kind of came across this new flavor profile, more savory blend. It's still sweet. It's got some fruit in there, but it's more savory. I was looking through some recipes, and I noticed there's a little breakfast recipe session that I saw this guy named Laboratory Vapes posts his recipes on Instagram all the time, and I saw this one. It was like it was a pancake something or other. I forget exactly, but it was a breakfast vape, and it got me thinking. So I started looking, just standing here, staring at all my flavors, and just looking, how can I make something good? And I'm not a huge pancake fan, even though I do have some pancake flavors. But I know I've always loved crepes, and I was trying to mimic that and just to figure out how I can get the fluffy crepeness with some sweetness and a little bit of maple infused and some little bit of, you know, some almonds or hazelnuts rather. Oh, and I'm telling you, I nailed it right off the bat. I nailed it right off the bat. This is fucking amazing. Wake up in the morning, have your coffee. I'm not a coffee guy, but your favorite beverage. Vape on some Crepe Escape, and I'm telling you, man, oh man, is it good. But I'm going to take you down. I'm going to mix this thing up and show you the recipe and enjoy. Alright guys, what I do is I do mix in a beaker. It's just, I can't stand to try to drip in a small ass freaking opening of a bottle. So I use a little beaker here so I have some room for error to make sure I don't make a mess. Got my little caps everywhere. Got to get my bottle set up here and just get it ready to pour into it. 30 ml bottle. And voila, there we go. So the first thing we're going to start off with is I'm a country boy. I love butter. So we're going to get some butter by TPA at 1%, which is 0.3 grams or 0.3 milliliters. It's butternote, man. You got to have butter on breakfast, right? Love the butternote. Biscuits and mashed taters and anything cooked in butter. My eggs and everything when I do cook, it's cooked in butter, not grease or oil. Alright, so we are at 0.3 right on the button. Tear that out. Next we're going to use Flavor West Yellow Cake. Let me show you the bottle. TFA butter. And the next flavor we are going to use is Flavor West Yellow Cake. This gives it some body and gives it some thickness. This is where the fluffy crepeness comes through. And this is going to be used at 3% at 0.9 grams or 0.9 milliliters. Because you can do this with syringes if you don't have a scale. But you can get this scale here for, I think, just over 20 bucks on Amazon. There's also a pocket scale that you can get that's on Amazon for $8.99. And it's, as long as it reads to the 100th of a gram, then any scale will work. You may have one. A little heavy, 0.91, but no big deal, no big deal at all. So let's tear that out. Now we're going to be using some TFA hazelnut. Now this is DX hazelnut, and that's just because I didn't know what the hell the DX stood for. I thought it was deluxe, but it's not. So apparently it doesn't have. My next purchase of hazelnut is going to be regular hazelnut, not DX hazelnut. I'm not sure I forget the words and the chemicals that people use about this, but it doesn't bother me. I need a buttery taste. I like buttery taste. So this is going to go in at 1% at 0.3 grams or 0.3. I don't want to keep saying 0.3. Yeah, 0.3 milliliters. I don't use milliliters. I never even look at that column, but I'm going to be doing it here just for the sake of the video of people that are actually using syringes and not weight. Weight is the most accurate. That's why I just went all in and went ahead and went straight to weight. I didn't use syringes. I don't use drops. I just came straight all the way through. But after the hazelnut, we have sweet cream, and this is another DX flavor that I have by TFA. My next one will not be DX. It will be just regular sweet cream. And this is going to go in at 2% at 0.6 grams or 0.6 milliliters. This is where the creamy part of the creamy strawberry topping comes from. Really, really good. I love creamy, thick, just full body vapes. That mouth coating flavor is just what I love. 0.6 right on the button. I'm professional already, people. And next we're using TFA maple syrup. Remember the end of the flavor profile says drizzled with sweet maple syrup. So this is where this comes from. And this is going in pretty heavy because I want the maple to feel like it's infused in the crepe and also some drizzle over the top. So it's 5% of this TFA maple syrup at 1.5 grams. And I've already learned that I'm going to need to buy me a bigger bottle of this, and that is on my next order. I'm going to go ahead and buy a 4-ounce bottle of maple syrup, just because I want to make, this is I call it breakfast vape. This is so good, man. This is it's going to be one of my dailies for sure. I don't vape the same thing all day, but I do have certain flavors, certain juices that I carry with me every day, so I can cycle out really, really often. Right on 1.5 grams, perfect dropping. Now the next is Capella's New York Cheesecake. This makes that cream even creamier and thicker. Great flavor. I use this a lot. I got a big 16-ounce bottle of this stuff on the way. So this is 2% at 0.6 grams or 0.6 milliliters. See, I wouldn't bother me at all if I went a little heavy on this. It just makes it creamier and tastes much better. Oh, 0.6 right on the button. Look at that. I'm telling you, it's like I've been doing this my whole life. I'm a freaking professional, yo. Alright, tear that out. Now we are using Capella Sweet Strawberry. I still like the fruits, you know, there's still some fruit in here, but I don't want it to be too strong to take away from the crepe and the maple and the creams. But I still wanted that strawberry flavoring in there. I love strawberry. I love strawberry vapes. And sweet strawberry goes in at 4% at 1.2 grams. And these Capella original bottles is just drop, which is, you can get more accuracy out of it if you just unless you're making big ass batches. That's when it turns into an annoyance. And I don't know if you heard that from the outside or not, but I got neighbors outside just screaming. I don't know what's going on. 1.2. One more. Oh, that's probably a little heavy. Yeah, that double drop came out on me. It's okay. A little more strawberry flavor. And last but not least is TFA Vanilla Swirl. I'm going to show you. See this big old bottle? It's an 8-ounce bottle of Vanilla Swirl. I use this a lot of my stuff, but I needed a more manageable size bottle, so I just threw it in here. So TPA Vanilla Swirl is going to go in at 2%. Just going to round out that creaminess and just meld it all together. So 2% at 0.6 grams. choo-choo. I hear a choo-choo in the distance. Oh, one more drop, boom. That should be perfect. That's good, that's perfect, that's good. Alright, now I'm going to use my nicotine. I am doing a 3 mg juice. Be sure to shake your nicotine very well before you use it. And all your flavors, concentrates, shake them before you use them. Make sure they get all mixed up because they do separate sometimes. And I store my nicotine in an old amber bottle. And it's got a glass dropper, so I just need 0.93 grams of nicotine. But I use this so much, I know I can use a whole in there and about a half of this one. It should be right on. One more drop. Oh shit. Oh well, I don't mind being a little heavy on the nick. So with 3 mg, it's probably like a 3.2 or 3.3 mg. But that's fine. And we'll tear that out, and now we got to add the VG. I do max VG recipes, but this one winds up being a max VG. All my flavoring and my nicotine is all PG based, so that's where my PG comes from. After all these flavors and my recipe, this comes out to a max VG of 77.23. This is a 20% flavoring in this recipe. I love strong blast, just huge, kick your ass in the mouth flavor. I don't know why I shake the VG, it's just a habit. But we need to get 29.13 grams of VG, which is 77%. Should be perfect. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's moving on me. You rat bastard. 29.14. Damn, right. Just perfect. Just perfect. I use this mixer, and it's the Nordo or something or other. I forget what it's called exactly, but I use this frother attachment. Now, some people will use another attachment, like if they mix in their bottle, it goes right down in the bottle. It's like, and it spreads out as it's mixing. But I use this in this, and all I'll do is this. And I just I move it around. I want to make sure everything is incorporated nice and good. After a minute or two, then that's plenty of mixing. Just close the lid on here so I don't possibly ruin the weight scales. And of course, once you're done with everything, you want to wash it after every mixing session. But in the meantime, I just take my paper towel and I'll just kind of dab it off so all this stuff doesn't get everywhere on my desk or on my pad or just anywhere. And then after I'm done, I'll take it to the kitchen or the bathroom or wherever and just wash everything off. Alright, now we're just going to pour this into the bottle. I gotta tell you, my mouth is here watering right now. My mouth is watering because this smells so good. Alright, now it's in the bottle. I always label my stuff. I take a Sharpie and Crepe Escape, and I date it. Today is the 11th. I always date my bottles. I always date it because this, after a 3-day steep, is amazing. I mean, you can vape it right now. It's a pretty good shake and vape. But after a day or two, like I made this bottle right here on 6/7. It's kind of wore off, but it's really fucking come together, man. But yeah, that's the recipe. That is Crepe Escape. Let's go back up and take a vape and check it out. I'm telling you, if you've been looking for just a great fucking breakfast vape, or even an all-day vape, whatever, I'm telling you, Crepe Escape is it. This is what we just mixed, and this is what I mixed on the 7th, and I have been vaping the hell out of it. I'm gonna make. See these? These are 240 ml bottles. I'm gonna make a 240 ml of this here very soon, but I don't have enough cheesecake and another flavor in order to make that big of a batch, so I have got to place my order so I can get bigger quantities of what I need for those large batches. Because I already have a couple of, this is a Catalyst clone and this is my V2. I've already got a couple big mill bottles, or big bottles of juices that I just like. DIY is so fun, man. DIY is so fun. But you know, let's stop talking about DIY and let's do some Crepe Escape. This is my V-God Pro Mech with the Goon 1.5 on it. Tell me that does not look so good together. The rose gold Goon 1.5 with the copper coming out of from the copper tube with the white matting. That just looks so fucking, I mean, it's sick as cats. Can't believe I just did that. Wow. But it's pretty badass. And with Sherlock Holmes's frame juggernaut, whatever, coils in here. Fucking great. Alright, let's saturate this bad boy down with some Crepe Escape. I'm telling you, it's great. I'm gonna keep raving about this fucking flavor, guys. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Alright, so coils have been painted with a juice after a 4-day steep. I haven't tasted this today, actually. Well, I had some in the old RD in the living room, but I haven't tasted it from the bottle. All right. Oh, I'm telling you, it's great with the maple, sweetness of the maple. It's a very, very good vape. Let me know in the description if you mix this up. Let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know if you enjoy it as much as I do. This is a public recipe. You can find me on ELR at Country. My name on ELR is Country Livin. I have published this recipe, but I have a few in private. I'm still deciding and determining whether I'm going to publish them or not. But any recipe that I publish will be on ELR. You're welcome to look at me there. Such a great vape. But anyway, I am still pushing for that 500 mark before my birthday of July 12th. Right now I'm about 315, 320 right now talking about this. So please, if you haven't already, please click that subscribe button. Show your support. Help me out. Give me some comments give me some feedback in the comments of what you think about this recipe. If you've tried it, if you like it, if you love it, what kind of tweaks you did to your own, adaptations you may have done to make it better for your taste. Because not everybody tastes the same. We don't all have the same mouth. So anyway, I do thank you very much for watching. And remember, if you do vape, we need to advocate. We need to start educating people. We need to change the outside views of the community. We need to educate them, not humiliate them. Just remember that. Educate, not humiliate. If people come to you saying, oh, vape is going to kill you, vape is worse than cigarettes, don't attack them. Just, you know, kind of like, yo, you know what? I thought the same thing. I talked shit about vaping for years until, and then go into your story of how you learned the truth. And, you know, we just don't need to attack people. We just need to educate, not humiliate. But thank you very much for watching. Until next video, just keep on vaping and living, baby.